All right, last video. This one is about my coaching services. And I'm going to kind of just briefly cover it. So I'm calling them coaching services so everybody knows what I'm talking about, but I like to refer to it as guidance. My style is pretty much of a mother. I am action driven, results oriented, which means that I like to do. I don't do a whole lot of theoreticals. I like to give you steps. Well, I like for you to come up with steps that you can work with. I'm there again to guide you, but my way of coaching is very practical. That way I can look, and if you're having a problem where you're stuck, I can look and say, okay, this is where we need to work. The types of coaching that I offer are life path, nutrition, spiritual, and parenting. Life path covers just about everything, which is why I call it life path, because almost anything can come up on your life path. I do enjoy problem solving with businesses to help them figure out why they're not as successful as they would like to be. I like doing the troubleshooting portion. I like helping you to figure out what your prices should be, all those things. The other thing is I like helping people find their purpose. What is it that you're supposed to do this lifetime? I understand that there are certain points in our lives where we have to have jobs, I've even heard a lot of people refer to it as going to the plantation when they have a job and they have to work for somebody else. But even if you have a plantation job, you also want to be able to practice your passion in some capacity. That's what keeps us alive and vibrant. So that's what I do, is I help you find that. If you have no idea what your passion is, what you're good at, what your talents are, I'm the queen of finding that for you, helping you find that. And I really enjoy that. I love seeing the look on people's faces when they get their first client, with the business that's their passion. I love seeing them figure out what their talents are. And yes, I pull out just about any kind of trick in the book to help you figure it out. The other one with the nutrition. The guidance with nutrition comes from things I've read, but mostly things I've done. I have done it all. I still have an old blog that I keep up because it charted everything that I've done. I've done a lot. At this point, I'm kind of experimenting with intuitive eating, which basically means, or mindful eating, whichever. I feel like they're interchangeable. But basically what we do is we look at what you want to do and what your end result is, what you want your end result to be, and then we figure out a way to get you there. I am not an advocate of telling people that they should have a particular dietary lifestyle. So you will not meet me and have me badger you or bully you into being vegan, vegetarian, carnivorous, any of that. We're looking for balance. Yes, plant-based is best. I also will help you if you want to, additional services, just so you know. I also will help you learn how to prepare basic dishes. If you're starting a new lifestyle. A friend of mine, I helped her. I think we did like kale salad, and we experimented with, I did a pink sauce with meatballs, a vegan spaghetti with pink sauce and meatballs and things like that. So I'm totally capable of doing that. And also helping you with children, with picky eaters, and exposing them to different things like that. Simply because, again, I believe that variety and diversity is the spice of life. So we just want to make sure that your palate is expanded. That way it makes it easier for you to have a healthy lifestyle. I'm not looking for, weight loss is fine, but that's not my focus. My focus is getting you healthy. My focus is the same thing I promised my kids, is that I will not die from a preventable disease. meaning that they will not have to put me in the ground because I've had a heart attack or stroke or congestive heart failure or something like that that could have been prevented. Now, I know those things can happen as flukes also, but if I can help it, that won't happen. So that's the kind of the approach I take with nutrition with clients. Is we're not looking necessarily for you to be the skinniest thing on the street, or having a thigh gap, or even abs, necessarily. But I'm just looking for you to be healthy, and if that's what you're looking for, I can help you with that. We'll do the spiritual one next. The spiritual one is one of my favorites because you hear the goose. Because I have been down quite a road. I've done almost everything or dabbled in almost everything. And I'm open to whatever you need to explore. The spiritual coaching is basically to help you find your way. This is for people who may be having a crisis of faith, be off path, be dissatisfied, frustrated, unclear, any of those things. I don't really have a dog in the race per se, meaning that I don't really care what you want to explore. My job is to help you find something that's a good fit and to take the fear away from you doing that. It's to be a support with you finding your path. If being a Christian makes you a wonderful person, sounds good, let's do it. If being atheist makes you a wonderful person, sounds good, let's do it. African traditional, let's do it. Whatever it is. Because my job is just to help you find your way and to reach your goals. I think most people's goals for this lifetime is to be a so-called good person of strong character and full of love and happiness and able to, recover from the things that the lessons of life throw at us, or that we get thrown at us because we're not on our path. So that's what the spiritual guidance will offer you. It can be really, the reason that one excites me so much is because I know how tough it can be, and I know how it is to come out on the other side. I know how scary it can be. I spent some months crying and, confused and upset when I was going through my various transitions, especially my major one. And I just really want to be able to help people with that. Again, it's not a conversion thing. I'm not interested in converting you to any particular thing. I'm interested in helping you find your best self spiritually. The last one, as far as what I offer, what my focus is, of course, any of these can be all mixed up and muddled up depending on what you need, but I like to, at least give you something to kind of start with, is the parental coaching. This one is for anything that has to do with parents and children. From you and your teenager are not seeing eye to eye. It could be co-parenting, helping you and your child's parent, if y'all aren't together, work together. It could be between parents and grandparents, any of those things. The focus is the relationship between the adults and the child and making sure that everybody is being heard. I like these too because this one too because I have a 15-year-old and I have a brand new 12-year-old. So if you know anything about 12, that's when the hormones start going a little crazy. Now I'm gonna tell you, I tell mine that I do not acknowledge this teenage craziness. Meaning, you hear a lot of people say, "Oh, they're just teenagers. That's how they are." I don't do that. You are either a child or you're an adult in training. You're one or the other, but I'm not going to give you a free pass to be foolish. So what we do is we explore what you seeing and what they think that they're doing. So we look at both sides of it, because a lot of times we think that they should know better. And sometimes they just don't. And you'll hear confusing language like, you'll hear people tell their children, you think you're grown. And then in the next sentence, you'll hear them saying, why are you acting like a child? So we really don't know what we even want from them. And tied to this one, I guess, is that I also offer rites of passage programs or workshops or celebrations, whichever one you need me to facilitate, or all of them. For my daughter, my favorite one that we did was a red party. And that was when she started her moon cycle. And we all dressed in red. We decorated in red. We just celebrated her. Now that I have more knowledge under my belt, it's almost like I want to go redo it for her, but she'll have other rites coming up. And it's celebrated by the women in the community, everybody who has started their cycle. So basically, you don't invite anybody who has not started their cycle. Not to be exclusive, but she's being welcomed to the realm of women, so it's supposed to be women. The other thing that's the more practical part of it is that it also keeps the focus on the girl being celebrated rather than having to tiptoe around children who may not be as aware of changes for whatever rite that we're celebrating and facilitating. But it keeps the focus on the girl, or the boy. Whoever's being celebrated, whatever rite we're celebrating. So yeah. And the other thing that is available with these coaching sessions is we can do, I do offer basic oracle readings to go along with the coaching sessions if you want them. I have all kinds. Some of the stuff is going to come up intuitively anyway, but let me see. I'll show you one of the ones that I've enjoyed recently. Is the Past Life Oracle. That one's been fun. And the main one I use, excuse me y'all, so I can show you. I also have a Life Purpose deck. These are my favorites though. These are the Earth Magic ones. So this one, for instance, is Dawn. So New Beginnings. For obvious reasons, I love the Earth Magic one. Because the Earth Mother. So we can use things like that. I also am a very right brain person. So I also like to use, especially if we're face to face, I like to do painting, clay, all kind of arts and crafts, drawing, journaling, things like that. I'm totally open to. I think it's great. I think it kind of takes the pressure off of some people. Most of the sessions are about an hour, but I usually, give wiggle room for 2 hours, just because most people need to have 2 hours. I am known for my homework. I do believe in giving homework simply because you need to be able to track your success. You need to be able to check things off and know what you've achieved, and it needs to be clear. That way we get the results that we want. And two of my clients right now are constantly fussing because I give them homework. But they also are moving by leaps and bounds and can clearly track their successes. One has had this business that her and her husband have wanted to, do forever. And they were doing it, but it wasn't paying off. So since she's been coaching with me, she sold her first product, because she has products and services. So she sold her first product, and she has somebody has agreed to a coach, because they're actually a relationship coach couple, beautiful couple. But they have taken on their first clients themselves, and I'm beyond proud. The second is an amazing, for me, she's a Reiki teacher, amazing Reiki teacher, but she's also the person who certifies doulas, who are birth workers. She has a wonderful program, which we are now working on expanding. And I have been amazed at seeing her grow, because her program is absolutely amazing. And you will hear me probably talk about them more in the future. Maybe I can even get them on the channel to do interviews. But if you want to hear from them, actually, y'all can check us out on the Blog Talk Radio show, which I'll put the link in the description box underneath. But those are my two most recent successes. I have also worked with a Zumba instructor who is on her path to health, and I've worked with a metaphysical crystal healer, and a vegan baker. I work with all kind of folk, but anyway, those are my most recent. And I do group coaching and also individual coaching, however you need to have it done. I just wanted to do this video to let you all know what I do. I looked through my videos and realized I never did a video that told y'all what I actually do. So yeah, this is the Earth Mother. This is what I do. My goal is basically to make things practical. I like to make things attainable, reachable, and most of all successful. That is my goal. Anytime you have a coaching session with me, you have the freedom to follow up. If something is unclear or you've gotten stuck, I'm always available. You can get me, through chat, email, Skype, whatever. I usually like to do my coaching sessions either on Skype or in person, simply because I'm visual, and I like to be able to look in your face and make sure that you're paying attention to what I'm telling you. And I think that's all I wanted to tell you about that for now. I'll be doing I wanted to tell you too, my videos, for the most part, I'm gonna leave this one public on my YouTube, but my videos that are about particular topics that have to do with Earth Mother guidance, I've moved all of those to the website. So the website is www.earthmotherguidance.com. So if you want to see videos on particular topics that I've covered, I moved them or made them accessible from my actual page. And my Facebook page is by the same name. So if you want to check out my Facebook page, I'll have a little something different. And also on Instagram by the same name. I try to keep it, keep everything together. Instagram, of course, is mostly pictures, so that's a little more personal, I guess. It's not a lot of, I don't do a lot of little poster or whatever those little things are called, little pictures with the quotes and stuff. I don't do a lot of those because I don't really feel like you can get to know me by me posting quotes that somebody else wrote. So if you just want to see snapshots of my life, basically a photo journal, follow me on Instagram. But other than that, Facebook and YouTube is probably the best place to get to know me and see, kind of what I'm up to and what I have to offer. I will be adding additional services soon. I will be starting Reiki. I'll be adding Reiki to my list of services. So I'm excited about that. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much to my familiar friends for hanging with me. Y'all notice now I did put my Septime in to change my look from the last two videos. And thank you so much to my new subscribers. I see you. I see y'all, subscribing to my channel, and I really, really, really appreciate it. So go check out my page, see what kind of services I offer, so I can help you get on your path. I am, and I also have a newsletter available. And so again, my website is www.earthmotherguidance.com. I hope to see you there.